You have money, but you don't feel rich. Some people have money, yet they still feel poor inside. Strange? Exactly. And that's why we're going to figure this out. Answer this question. Do you have money? Now, here's the second question. Do you feel rich? Take a couple of seconds to think. Don't rush to answer. The paradox is that some people earn many times more than you do, yet they still live with a feeling of deprivation, anxiety, and inner emptiness. Ready to understand why this happens and how to escape this feeling? Let's go.
Let's take Felix Dennis as an example, a man who had money, a lot of money. Dennis was a British billionaire who built his fortune through his own business, not through inheritance. But here's what's interesting. He openly admitted, when I became rich, I expected it to make me happy, but it didn't. Dennis once said that after saving his first million, he thought, this is it, this is wealth. But as soon as the number grew, so did his desire. It wasn't just a business goal, it was a feeling of inner hunger that could only be satisfied by even larger numbers in his bank account. He admitted that he had become a prisoner of his own desire to keep increasing his wealth, even long after he had passed the point of enough.
Let's figure out what the feeling of wealth really is. The feeling of wealth is not a number in your bank account. True wealth is measured by how you feel, not by how much money you have. It's the ability to control your time and do what you want without constantly feeling like you don't have enough. It's peace of mind, the confidence that you'll have enough today, tomorrow, and a year from now. True wealth means not comparing yourself to others or worrying that someone else is living a better life. It's the ability to enjoy simple things because you're not driven by an endless hunger for more. It's when your decisions are guided by freedom, not by money. It's the feeling of, I have enough, here and now, a feeling that makes life whole and complete. Let's look at it from a psychological perspective. Why doesn't money always bring a sense of abundance? Here's the reality. Money alone doesn't solve internal issues. The brain is wired to get used to a new level of comfort almost instantly. A new salary, a new car, a new phone. At first, it makes you happy, but after a week, it becomes just another part of everyday life. Desires grow faster than income. The brain is constantly searching for what it lacks, even if you already have everything you once dreamed of. This isn't greed, it's psychology. The brain simply needs a new stimulus to feel joy. The next step is to understand which external factors and social signals create this sense of constant not enough and make us feel psychologically poor even when we have money. Let's start with social media, a major trigger for insecurity. Here's the reality. We live in a world of constant comparison. Social media only makes it worse. Every post, every vacation photo, every like seems to scream, look who's better, richer, happier. Your brain picks up the signal instantly, and suddenly you feel poor, even though you have everything you need. It's a fast way to devalue your own life. It pushes you to chase new achievements, buy more things, and prove to yourself and to the world that you are successful. Even if your life looks perfect on the outside, you can still feel empty inside. Because the brain has no sense of limits, it always wants more, constantly, always. This is exactly the mechanism that makes many people with money feel poor and dissatisfied. The next reason is the inflation of desires. Here's the trap almost everyone falls into. You get a raise, great, and your joy is through the roof. But a month later, it feels normal, almost no better than before. A vacation? A week later, the memories fade. This is desire inflation. The more we get, the faster our needs grow. The brain gets used to it, the joy fades, and that feeling of something's missing comes back. We keep chasing something new, bigger, better, and we never stop. It's this effect that kills the feeling of wealth. Even if you have everything, a constant sense of lack lingers inside.
Next is the fear of losing money. Many people earn a fortune, build wealth, and yet live in constant fear. What if I lose everything tomorrow? This fear is a true killer of the feeling of wealth. Money in the hands of someone who lives in anxiety becomes like a suit of worry they wear every day. They can have millions in their account and still feel empty and tense. Every payment, every expense becomes a source of stress, and every financial headline triggers anxiety. The more money they have, the stronger the fear if there's no inner peace.
The next important point is how our attitude toward money is formed from childhood. No matter how much we earn, old beliefs are deeply ingrained in our minds. There's never enough money, rich people are bad, you can't earn money honestly. These phrases act like automatic programs running in the background. We absorb them from our parents, school, society, and even friends. Our brains continue to operate according to these old patterns: anxiety, scarcity, constant comparison. Even millions won't help if the never-enough mindset is built deep inside. That's why becoming aware of these beliefs and working to change them is a crucial step toward true wealth.
Now we come to the most important question. How can we change our perception of wealth? Stop chasing other people's success. Likes, cars, or someone else's house won't make you happy. Set financial boundaries. Learn to say no to impulsive spending. Consume consciously. Every purchase should bring joy, not anxiety. Work on the beliefs you absorbed in childhood. If your brain thinks money will never be enough, no amount of income will ever help. Focus on abundance, not scarcity. This will prevent money from becoming a source of stress. Money becomes a tool, not a measure of your worth. True inner wealth is when you control your money, not the other way around. So here's the main takeaway. Wealth is a feeling of freedom, inner peace, and control over your time and choices. When you understand this, money becomes a tool for life, not a source of anxiety. And the final question I want to ask you is this: do you want to be rich in numbers or rich in experience?